We've come to the part of the show for a brand new segment here on Fridays at Movie Talk. Box office predictions brought to you by our friends over at AMC Theaters. We are now going to take our shot here at trying to guess and predict what, come Monday, the top 5 spots at the box office will be. So I will lead things off here. I will go first. Here's what I think is going to happen here. I love that graphic, by the way. All right. I think the box office champion come Monday is actually going to be Pixels. I think Pixels will be the new box office champ. In number 2, I believe, because even though, I'm not a big fan of Pixels, to be honest. I saw it. I don't think it is the utter piece of toilet water on the bottom of your bathroom floor that I was fearing it was going to be, but I can't recommend it. But still, people drive out in droves to see Adam Sandler comedies no matter how bad they are. I think in the number 2 spot, I think Ant-Man will hold the number 2 spot due to positive word of mouth. I think the number 3 spot will be Minions. I think it will hold on to the number 3 spot. I think Southpaw will get as high as the number 4 spot. And I think Trainwreck will hang on to the top 5. And I think Trainwreck will be at number 5, bouncing out Inside Out and Jurassic World. So that's my 5. Pixels, Ant-Man, Minions, Southpaw, Trainwreck. Christian, you look like you're chomping at the bit to get
I got you beat here, bud.
What's your top 5?
You don't even
for
have
this
one of the movies that's going to be in the top 3. Number 1 is going to be Pixels. You're right. And I know we're not doing money here, but I'll do it anyway. I think just around 35 million. I think it'll be number 1.
I don't think it's so bad to guess.
But number 2 is Paper Towns. It's opening in more theaters than a lot of these movies. Don't forget what Fault in Our Stars did. This is a big audience. So Paper Towns will come in at number 2. 3 and 4 are toss-up. 3 could be Ant-Man because of word of mouth, or it could be Minions because of the families. It's still really...
They're very close during the Monday through Friday.
So close. But right now, I'll go Ant-Man. We probably might regret that decision, but I'll go Ant-Man. Then I'll go Minions, and it pains me to say it. I don't think Southpaw is going to hit the 5. I think Trainwreck will.
We'll hang in there.
So I think that we got Pixels, Paper Towns, Ant-Man, Minions, and Trainwreck.
Oh,
Clark.
Man. Can I just say, by the way, that when they told me we had to do this today, I was like, well, I'm terrible at this. So this is good. I'm glad I'm on the inaugural one. And I want to give a quick shout out to Vatican Tapes because it is opening in only 400-ish theaters. And so it's a small release. As a horror fan, my friend Chris wrote it, which yay, Chris. But also, I will say for you horror fans out there, there is a little twist in there that I have never seen before for an exorcism subgenre movie. So maybe check it out, whatever. Okay. Top 5. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Okay, the first one. I'm going to go backwards, actually. I'm going to start at 5.
Okay.
Southpaw. I think Southpaw is going to be round out the top 5. Number 4, I think, is going to be Minions. Number 3, I think, is going to be Ant-Man. Number 2, I think, is going to be Paper Towns. But number 1, I think is going to be Trainwreck. Now, here's why. I know. Their faces are shocked. I know. But I'm pulling Pixels out of there. And here's why.
You don't think Pixels is going to make top 5?
No.
Wow.
And here's why. I'm voting against, I'm betting against Pixels. A, because of my faith in humanity. But secondly.
Oh, that's your mistake number 1.
No, I'm kidding. I think that, so Pixels is sort of being pitched as like it's a kid's movie, right? Or it's a family movie, yeah? I think this summer we have seen a lot of really smart family movies. We've seen Minions, we've seen Inside Out, we've seen, even Ant-Man is, I think, arguably a family movie. I think that Adam Sandler has burned a lot of bridges publicly. I think he's got a lot of flack for some of the stuff that happened with his Netflix movie. I think the reviews for this movie have been terrible. And I think the audience, the big audience, might not bring their kids to see this movie. So, what?
I was going to say, remind me of like Tin Cup with Kevin Costner when he was doing so well. And then he just junked it at the end.
I love Tin Cup. I love that movie.
So just recapping again, your top 5.
Here's why I'm putting Trainwreck at number 1. Here's why. Because I don't think that there's going to be Trainwreck made, 30 last weekend?
Yep.
I think that we're not going to see a huge drop off. I don't think we're going to see a 50.
So you don't think any movie this week is going to make over $20 million?
I think Trainwreck might only. Well, no. Again, I'm terrible at this game. Admittedly, I'm terrible at this game. But I am just going to put my faith in good word of mouth and audiences who have heard good things about Trainwreck going out to see it. So maybe it'll pull in 25. Maybe. But I am betting against Adam Sandler. this weekend.
Well, here's the thing. You brought up Paper Towns. Well, both of you have it in at number 2,
Number
right?
2.
Yeah.
And I originally had it in my number 3 spot. I originally did. And then I sat back and I thought about it. And it's like, well, The Fault in Our Stars, although nobody anticipated how big of a hit that was going to be, I remember Fault in Our Stars feeling a lot of buzz for the movie going into it. And they did do a significant marketing push on that. I started thinking about Paper Towns. And while I was going to see it last night and I didn't get a chance to, I'll probably see it later tonight. While I'm looking forward to it, I remember thinking, I have not seen nearly the same marketing push for this movie as I did for, say, Fault in Our Stars.
true.
And I haven't sensed that same buzz. Now, granted, this has the momentum of Fault in Our Stars going for it. But at the end, so I dropped it down a couple of spots, thought about it some more, dropped it down a couple more, thought about it, and ended in my number 6 spot. So I hope you guys are right.
Well, it's also opening in more
That
theaters
is
than
exactly
South
what
Park.
I was about to
Yeah.
say, is that it is getting a big release. And that's why, because I originally was like, will it even, if it's 1,500 theaters, if it's whatever, will it even crack the top 5?
3,000 or something,
It's like 3,000. They're really going hard for this. So I do think that it's going to surprise
I have high
us.
hopes for the movie, so I hope you guys are right.